Hey, welcome everyone. This is the race in Montreal for Tier 1 in GSR. We are in the Season 2 and this is the round 5, I believe. Can you confirm
round
that?
Six.
Round 6. Alright, so we are already in qualifying here and I have a couple people in outlap already. And I'm here with MLG God. He is the one who filled up with me two races ago. Well, actually replaced me entirely when my microphone wasn't working properly. So, hey, welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Alright, so we have a couple people who are about to start a hot lap now. So we're gonna go on board with Righteous Fire, actually. And yeah, he's throttling down a little bit because he's creating space in front of him.
Yep, good to get that clean air because around here it's needed in some of these faster corners.
There you go, full throttle, it starts. So now you go to the right here and your braking point is just a little bit after the 100 meter. You gotta hit that apex and here you need a late apex. You have a good traction zone. Goes a little bit narrow, so you could have gone a little bit faster. Brake just between the two markers. Hit you need to cut a lot on this corner. Then you go to the right here, long again, braking point. Hit your apex. Make sure that you don't misses. Double. There's a lot of left rights in Montreal. Now DRS zone. You go here. For a long straight, you brake just as you get under the bridge. Now again, right left this time. Cut those corners as much as you can, get close to the wall, go straight, and then you go for the hairpin, the wall of champions. That one is you gotta hit a really late apex here, and there you go. A little bit early, but still, maybe it's the line that works. I'm not a professional. DRS zone and go hit the maximum speed of the circuit just before a huge braking zone and overtaking opportunities on the right-left chicane here. It looks like he cut the corner in our screen, but I don't think his lap was
his lap
removed.
did count there.
Yeah. So that's 110 and actually pretty exact. And there was a car standing on the circuit here.
Yeah, that was Figlin there, sitting there on the circuit. I don't think that's necessarily legal, but whatever.
Alright, so let's look for more action here. 0 laps. Oh, there you go,
Babushka's on
Babushka.
a hot lap.
Yeah, Babushka is on a hot lap, so let's see what he's doing.
You have to be very careful on the exit of the chicane. It's very, very easy to spin up the tires.
Yeah, since this circuit is mainly like traction chicane followed by traction zones, there's a lot of opportunity to spin it. And since all of the corner exits have walls on the side, that's like it's so easy to not finish this race. So you gotta be real careful.
And Babushka, interestingly, is on the mediums as well.
Yeah, well, it's valid strategy. Starting on the mediums gives you like a lot of leeway on how you want to execute a strategy, and gives you like the strategic option, so you can decide like if you see that the race is going well or not for the other racers, then you can easily adapt your strategy to be able to profit from other people's mistakes.
Yes, this is true. However, is it really worth not having good track position at the start of the race?
Well, you know, this considering it's an online race and there's network issues, one thing that could happen is a pileup at the beginning of the race, and then when you start at the back, you can actually dodge all of that. So it's not that bad.
This is true. This is true.
And if you have the pace, then in a 50% race, you will catch up to the people who are in front of you. They're not like they're a few milliseconds, they're a few hundreds in front of you. So really, like if you're faster by, let's say, 2 tenths per lap, then within a few laps you'll already have caught up. So it's a good strategy.
This is true as well.
We're on board with Taco, by the way, or Tactexo.
Also on the mediums.
Yep.
Ooh, that might be a corner cut right there.
It didn't say at the bottom. I think it would tell us if the lap was invalidated.
Yes, I would believe so. So, I mean, granted, in career mode, I always eat up as much curb there as I possibly can.
Almost all of the corners in Montreal are easily cut.
Well, yeah, the curbing on them is so deep that you can cut the corner, essentially.
Yeah, the curb is flat, and there's a lot of it.
Yeah, and Tactic Zone not using that curb, kind of afraid of the wall of champions there on out of the final chicane there before the start-finish line there.
Yeah, and we got a lap. It's a 10-2. Oh, sorry. You want to?
Yeah, you want to use as much curb on that exit there. You'll carry a lot more speed out of the corner. But if you want to play it more safe, then your lap time will suffer slightly.
All right. So I believe Neil 0 laps. Neil should be on a hot lap right now. His ERS is at the max. So yes, Neil is on a hot lap. Neil.
Yep, he's approaching the hairpin right now. Very important to get good traction out of this corner.
Whoa, there's 2 Haas in 3rd and 4th position, and they're both new Tier 1 reserves. So they're Tier 2 drivers that just got approved to race in Tier 1, and they're already setting really good laps.
That is always something very, very good to see. And Neil goes 5th fastest with a 1:10.1.
W. Gore is on a hot lap, is about to finish. That was a pretty good apex. Not much that you could have won more here. And he's getting the slipstream here from the Ferrari at the end of his lap, so that's going to help. This is going to make a huge difference.
Very, very huge difference. Gets very close to the wall of champions. That's what you want to do to get around here quick.
And
he does. He goes on pole with a 109.1.
That's going to be extremely hard to top.
Yes, you'll have to get a toe down the straightaway just like he did. But other than that, I don't think anyone else will challenge for that pole time now.
So that was Ignatius who just gave him that. So very big thanks, W. Gore. You owe your pole. Well, you don't owe it. Yeah, you were able to take it, but Ignatius definitely helped him.
Yeah, he definitely did.
All right, so let's see. The other Haas is about to finish a hot lap here. No, he's at 0 ERS, so he's about to go into the pits. All right, Van Beets 5, yeah. Van Beets is on a hot lap, so let's go with him.
Sitting 4th right now. Hopefully the track has picked up some rubber. It'll be a little faster this time. Looking to improve and crack the 109.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Like, already he has to improve 1 second from his lap, and without slipstream right now, it doesn't look like he's gonna have anyone else to help him on the straight.
No, but he could potentially be faster than Kia and Borat.
Just want to note that Kia did a 9.6 on mediums.
On medium? Jesus.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Yeah, Kia is hella consistent and really good.
Yeah, he's one of the fastest guys in this league, that's for sure.
Whoop, that's
Van
into
Beets
the pit.
goes into the pits.
Doesn't think he can improve. He probably was down on his delta.
Yep, he must have known that that time was not looking good. He made a mistake somewhere. We just don't know where exactly.
Oof! I'm watching Black Fox right now, and he went so close to the wall. That was scary.
It's a very scary track when you get, especially when you get close to that wall. But
yeah, the track is all walls.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Alright, so Black Fox is about to finish his lap. Let's go on board. We're gonna watch him do the last chicane. DRS activated, ERS in hot lap mode. Oof, that looks like a cut, but the game.
Oh, he made contact with the wall of champions there, and oh, that might mess up his lap time a little bit.
What does
he
it
doesn't
look like?
improve.
Oh, too bad. Better lucks next time. 6 minutes, so he still has time for another lap.
Yes, he does. He has a lot of time still to, as long as he can rush back to the pits, throw on a new pair of tires, and he'll be good to go.
Right, we're on board with Figlin. He's 0 laps, so that means he's now finishing a hot lap. He's in ERS mode 4, which is interesting. Now 3, I think. 4. I can't really tell, it's too small.
I would be in 5.
Yeah, no, he's going slow. He's definitely not finishing a hot lap right now.
Yep, he's going in the pits. He's in 5th right now.
Yep. Oh, Righteous just went on board with Righteous and he hit a wall pretty hard. I don't think it damaged him, but it looked like it was nasty.
I didn't catch that there, but I'm looking to see if he's got any damage.
Doesn't look like he has damage. And he's about to finish a hot lap. There's a lot of people in front of him. Just catch the slipstream from... Who's that? Oh, that's a pink one. That's going to be Zeke or Pfeiffer. That's going to be Pfeiffer. So he just got a little bit of slipstream from Pfeiffer.
That slipstream will help, but will the contact with the wall... If he does improve still, he cracks into the 109s.
That gives him a 5th position now.
Yes, he just took that from Figlin, who just jumped to 5th not that long ago.
That's so, yeah, those new T1 reserve are really giving our T1 drivers some competition here.
Which is always something that you want to see, of course.
I'm on board with Taco, who's doing a hot lap currently.
Alright.
Nice cut, but there's a little bit of oversteer that had to slow him down there.
Could have used a little bit more curbing there on exit, get a little bit of a carry a little bit more momentum down that straightaway. But now he's going to get a huge amount of slipstream from Pfeiffer.
Slipstream is so powerful in this game. There you go, Pfeiffer should hit the brakes if he's not on a hot lap. Oh, they're both on hot laps. Oh, Pfeiffer is gonna block him. If Pfeiffer is... No, Pfeiffer is on a hot lap. Is he? No, I think this is an out lap for Pfeiffer. But Taco is able to get 3rd position and beats Kia.
Wow, that was awesome. That was a good lap. Nice slipstream from Pfeiffer there that helped him a lot, but still was not enough to catch Gore.
Yeah, I think he got slowed a little bit in the last chicane by Pfeiffer.
Yeah, just a little bit. Didn't ruin his lap completely, but it definitely did slow him down.
Yeah, we're gonna have... Well, if he gained time from the slipstream, he lost it at the chicane. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we could say that. That's a very fair assessment there.
So, still, 109.35. It's really close to W Gore, which... If you can consider those advantage and disadvantage he had, means that he has potential for a slightly...
third.
Oh, wow. Good job.
The 109.2. Borat's very, very close to Gore's time, but just not enough. Gore's on another not a hot lap, he's on an out lap right now.
Alright, I'm going with Gore. Oh. Ah, my input is bugging and I can't go to Gore.
Yeah, my input was just bugging there too.
Yeah, I couldn't go up, I had to go all the way down.
Yep, same here.
Alright, so we're gonna catch W Gore's lap from start to finish here. Warming up his tires.
Right away here, warming those tires up.
Yeah, you want to hit the 100.
Yep, he wants to get a good exit out of the final chicane, and he does. and then he blasts down into turn 1. Get on the throttle as early as you possibly can out of turn 2.
I saw a little mistake here, but it's not something like I don't think it will ruin the lap.
No, I definitely don't think it will. He's pretty close to the walls in every single corner and on all the exits, which is very, very good to see. It means you're carrying out the lap as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah, for sure. There you go. The hairpin of the circuit. Really good apex
best
here.
Overtaking spots on the circuit, because that final chicane, as big as a braking zone as it is, it's not very easy to pass there.
Because if you have the inside, then you have the outside for the other part, and if you have the outside, then you have the insides. So you can't really get along. But where W Gore is about to finish his lap, and is he going to be able to improve? He does.
And
he improves.
Does over 1/10 of a second.
Really good. Borat was getting really close to W Gore's time, but now even without the slipstream, he's able to improve his time. So that's like, and there's 21 seconds left. So this is going to be provisional pole, and unless we have we have Zeke, Righteous Fire is about to finish a hot lap here, touches the wall a little bit. Let's see if he's going to get. He was not able to improve, so Righteous Fire stays in 7th position. Let's see. Zeke is on an in lap. Taco just started an out lap just before the timer, so we're gonna follow Taco. He did beat Kia.
Oh, he did. Okay, that is good to see there. Improving like always.
Let's see. He's gonna probably get blocked by the Haas. The Haas is also on a hot lap, actually, isn't he? Oh no, he just finished.
Yeah, that is Gore there. He'll
yeah.
No, that's Righteous Fire. He might be on a hot lap.
No, he's ERS 0, so he's just giving slipstream to Taco right now.
Oh, that's good
there
to
you
see
go,
there.
slowing down.
Now, hopefully, TacDexo can get some good speed down the straightaway and hopefully improve on his time.
All right. Oh, a little bit of slipstream. Again from Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer really likes giving slipstream.
Yes, he does.
Oh, that was tight.
That chicane was done almost perfectly.
And second position.
Second position, but not even close to Gore still.
But like beating Borat by 200ths. That's really, really close.
Now that was awesome right there.
But that puts him on the front row along with W Gore, and right now W Gore is tier 1 reserve, so that means even in the standings, if Taco finishes after him, he will still be considered to be first. Alright, so
welcome everyone to round 6 of the GSR World Championship here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Canada. A quick circuit known for its fantastic racing and high speeds will surely be in for an incredible race tonight. A quick 2.7 mile lap around here is done hammered down at over 60% of the lap. And to be fast around here, you got to be very, very comfortable being close to walls, especially the infamously eerie Wall of Champions.
all right, so you're still. I had a little bit of trouble starting the track preview, so you guys are still seeing the turns and the track information. But right now we're waiting for the session to move on to the race. Oh, funny. So I also showed the Silverstone track preview instead of Montreal. So good job.
Oh, good job there, Cookie.
Yeah, perfect. Huh? All right, so we're into the race right now. And we're waiting for the people to load.
Our spectators have loaded before the drivers have, apparently.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't think being a spectator changes how fast you load.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh well, session starts in 13 seconds. Oh no, right. It's not that they haven't loaded. They are choosing their strategies right now.
Oh, right.
So let's not forget that everyone who is not in the top 10 is allowed to change their tires for the start of the race. So there you go. The lights are 3, 4, 5. And the race has started. We get a really nice start from W. Gore, no spins, and then we have Taco. He's in the inside. Taco is not able to get a better start, so W. Gore keeps the start, and then Borat is now in third position, and Babushka is stuck in fourth. Neil loses a position in the start here, and we have Kia also loses positions. So this is a really interesting start. We have a couple of positions moving. People are cutting all over the place. You see all the grass flying. And then it doesn't seem like we have any collisions in the first few corners. So that's going to be good. Zeke is able to take back the position from Kia. Not quite. Let's see here. Kia is a little bit faster and Zeke tacks down outside of him. We have Zenacious, who has looks like he had a terrible accident, and Zeke also goes on the inside and just gets spun by Righteous. I don't know who spun him, but he definitely spun, and he had to wait for everyone to pass in order to go there. Now let's see if Zenacious is going to be able to at least get this position. Looks like Zenacious does not have damage.
Nope.
But he's really far.
We're nice and tidy there for the first couple corners, and then all hell broke loose down into the third chicane. And Zeke spun out at the hairpin on exit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not right now following Borat, and we're looking because Neil looks like he's trying really hard to attack him. He's going really close on the corners and everything, so there might be some action here. Hide UI. Oh, I have to reset those things. So position change. Let's see so far. We have Righteous Fire, who lost 3 positions. Pfeiffer gained 3. Bacon gained 4 position. And up at the front, the only people who exchanged position is Babushka and Borat. So Babushka was able to get the 3rd out of Borat. And if he's able to defend, then he might have a good contention for a podium this race.
Yeah, it certainly does seem like it right now. Babushka trying to close down on Tech XO as Gore is pulling away over a second lead. Now he'll be out of DRS when it opens up this.
So yeah, and Van Beets is also really close right now to Figlin, so he's going to be trying to get the position next time he crosses the DR zone.
Well, he's trying to turn one. No, he won't. He'll just follow suit. And he's probably looking for his best opportunity, which will most likely be the hairpin. So we'll just have to tuck him behind him for about half a lap before he goes attacking Figlin.
Alright, DRS, he's a little bit far, so he missed a couple exits here, and Figlin was able to get away from him just enough so that the DRS is not a problem now. Goes a little bit wide on the exit of that second corner, and there you go. Now the straight is really far, it's out of reach. He's not even within DRS, so he's not going to get it here. So let's move to Neil, who's following Borat from as close as he can. He got DRS here, and yeah. That's not enough. He's far.
No, he's not close enough there, but hopefully he can charge up his battery because he's down at 6% now. He's in mode 1, but he really needs to start charging that battery up. So probably back off from Borat and charge that battery up before he starts attacking him again.
I'm on board with Pfeiffer right now, and he's following Righteous from really close, getting a much better corner than him here. So Pfeiffer, if he's able to keep at the back of Righteous, that's going to be looking like an overtake soon. I do believe Pfeiffer, however, is on auto ERS, so it's going to be really hard for him to take over.
Yes, Pfeiffer's in mode 2 right now and for ERS.
Yeah, so let's go on board with Righteous instead, because he is keeping to the back of Black Fox, and he has about 40%, 35% ERS left, and now he just hits the back of him.
Black Fox. Black Fox locks up.
Yeah, Black Fox goes a little bit wide because he gets rear-ended by Righteous, but it looks like it didn't affect him that much, and now we're back at the same situation as the beginning. Righteous fire at 4 ERS, and he got the ERS. He brakes early to make sure that he doesn't hit him in the back again. Doesn't want to get reported in his first T1 race.
No, that would not be good to see there, but hopefully down into turn 1, will he make the torpedo move work? No, he will not. He'll stay behind Black Fox.
So following Borat right now, who's being really close to Babushka for a while now. And just as Neil gets a penalty for corner cutting, multiple warning. Following Borat right now. And there's a little chain of Babushka, Borat, Kia, who's going to be really interesting. They're all really close to the 3rd position, and they really want it.
Yep, less than a second covers the 3 right there that you just mentioned. Kia on the medium tires, however, the 2 guys in front of him are both on the softs, so they'll have a little bit more of a grip advantage out of all the corners. But Kia will fight hard to stay with these 2.
So we have the DRS straight, and he's a little bit too far for that. That's not going to be a move.
Nope, but he will gain on the braking zone, but can he maintain that? No, he won't. He gets a bad exit. Babushka had what looked like an even worse exit from this perspective. Pfeiffer just made a move on Black Fox.
I'm gonna go follow Taco. He's within half a second from W. Gore.
Yes, this is going to shape up to be a good battle for the lead. TactXO is now in mode 2, just trying to save up a little bit more battery before he starts really attacking.
But the W. Gore has 70% battery charge and Taco has 60%, so they are evenly matched here, and they are both using their ERS really well. So let's see if W. Gore uses a lot to try to defend here.
If he does, that'll leave him wide open as he tries to recover his battery for TactXO to come in and start using up his to attack him more.
Taco is in ERS mode 1, so he's not trying to take over. I think he is trying to save his ERS while hoping that W. Gore will spend it.
Wall of champions on the exit there. He got the right rear of the car into the wall.
Borat is wheel to wheel with Babushka and is almost able to take over. Borat is on the inside. He's going to get the corner exit here, and he is able to overtake Babushka. Now Borat has a slightly better exit here. Babushka is going to tuck in behind, and is going to be a job done. There you go. Borat is now into 3rd position, and he's going to...
Now Kia's attacking Babushka. Babushka hit the wall. They make a little bit of contact. Now Kia hits the wall. He'll send it down the inside of Babushka, and he'll pick up a spot.
That's very dangerous. This is something that happens all the time, where when someone starts overtaking you, then you kind of lose your cool and you start making mistakes, and then you get overtaken once and twice, and then you just lose all those positions. It's so demoralizing.
Indeed it is, and here goes Kia on the inside of Borat. Will he make the move? He does.
Borat gives him the position, and Kia is trying, but he's too tight and he's not able to get the speed he needs, and now he's going to get the DRS, and let's see if he's able to make it. He has a lot of ERS charge. He's at 4 overtake mode, and he's going to try it, and he's going to have to be sending the inside, or he tucks in behind, and there you go. Borat goes into the pits. Oh, so let's see.
Borat must already be feeling the tire wear already on 7 laps into the race, starting lap 8 now.
So we have two
maybe
people.
Kia's onto something with the medium.
We have 2 people pitting now. It's Borat and 3 people.
And Aardvark.
Radical is also pitting.
TactXO's all over the rear wing of Gore.
They are 5 seconds ahead already, but Kia is on the mediums.
TactXO's in mode 0 right now.
So Kia
has a ton of time on exit.
No, Tactexo is what he's doing right now is he's keeping his ERS so that he can use it, and he's making W Gore spend his. So if you see, W Gore right now is in hot lap mode 5 and Tactexo is in mode 3. So in theory, W Gore is using more than him, and Taco is just stucking behind him, and he's waiting for the good strategy and hits the
wall hard. Ooh. Doesn't seem like it'll affect him much, but that'll definitely back him away from Gore there.
Yeah, there's no damage on his wing. Everything looks fine. So it's just the wheels, and the wheels are really sturdy in that game, especially since we're not running simulation damage.
Yep, that is true. Simulation damage, he might have been done there.
It wasn't that hard, but he would definitely have had at least some wing damage.
Definitely so.
And we have a bunch of other drivers who are in the pit now. We have Neil, Babushka, Black Fox, and Righteous Fire, who are now executing their pit strategy. It looks like Righteous Fire went on the new soft. So Righteous Fire is going for a 2-stop strategy, while we have... who else? Radical is also going for a 2-stop strategy, and we also have Babushka, who is on the second pair of softs. And Pfeiffer, there you go, is in the pits now. And is he gonna change tires?
Gore and Tactexo both enter the pits at the same time.
Let's see if someone gets a better release. That's 0.5 seconds separating them. Taco goes into the pits first, gets on the mediums. W Gore gets into the pits, and they go out in the same position that they came in.
Yep, very, very close there.
Oh, W Gore went on the second pair of softs, however, so that means that now Taco just has to stay behind, and W Gore will be forced to make a second pit stop here. And
Gore has to pull away, and Tactexo can just maintain pace with him, but he also has to
last the whole race. 25 laps on those mediums. Let me tell you, with that many traction zones, the rear tires are going to be sliding all over the place, and at the end of this, Taco is going to have to be really careful to not spin it.
Maybe Tactexo is going for a 2-stop, but he's going longer in the middle stint. Maybe try to overcut Gore if he does go back onto the softs towards the end of the race.
And Babushka is trying to send it on the inside of Neil, outbrace him, and is actually in front. And now after the chicane, Babushka was able to take the position. Neil is on the median, so it's going to be really hard for him to take it again. Now Babushka goes defensive on the hairpin, but Neil is not trying to. Oh, he's trying to attack. He's trying to get the the undercut on the exit, but now he's going to get DRS. Is it going to be enough? He goes in ERS mode 1, so he's just trying to keep and save his energy.
But the DRS is helping. He's closing, but he'll stay behind him.
Taco is now really close to W Gore still. Even on those mediums, he's able to keep with him. So that's just how powerful the slipstream is here. And W Gore, however,
is also in mode 0 for his ERS, and Tactexo is in 2.
Yeah, so really what...
Yellow flag in Sector 2 as well.
And in Sector 3...
Bacon Juice just got a 3-second time.
Kia is temporarily on the lead, but it looks...
Captain Quiche, it looks like he's retiring from the race. He is stopped.
Captain is completely stopped here. Not moving.
Not moving at all. Something must have happened.
Alright, let's not stay too long on there.
He's getting going again.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Kia's strategy. So, when everyone started pitting, he had around 5 seconds back. A pit is gonna add, because everyone has to pit, and some people twice, like W Gore. So now, I'd say Kia versus Taco. They're both on mediums now. Kia is going to be switching to softs. A pit adds 2.5 seconds. It takes 2.5 seconds. So if you are within 2.5 seconds of the other driver, that means that when you get out of the pit, you will be in front of them.
Well, you have to also consider the total time spent in the pit lane as well. I'm not sure exactly how long the pit lane is just driving into the stall and out of it.
Yeah. But yeah, indeed. Right now, he's only 10 seconds ahead of W Gore, and looks like W Gore is actually catching up to him.
Yeah, Gore is catching him pretty fast as well. Kia
Mr.
playing
Jesus.
a long game here.
It's like Mr. Jesus just lost a position. I think it might have been a mistake because Zenacious is already quite a long way ahead of him. Really closing that gap. So Taco is able to keep up to W Gore while he's on the mediums. So the mediums are pretty good on this circuit. Now what I'm wondering is, everyone who are on the mediums right now, are they gonna start feeling after 15 laps, they might start feeling a little bit slippery. So they might be tempted to go on new softs.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. The mediums, they do wear pretty quickly around here as well. So so you might actually see everyone running a two-stop strategy here, whether or not it looks like it right now at the moment. But TactXO has to go 25 laps if he wants to make this on a one-stopper. And on those mediums around here, that's going to be very, very tough to do.
Pfeiffer is really close to Zenacious right now.
Pfeiffer doing everything in his power to just keep with Zenacious right now. Gets a bad exit out of the corner there. But, he makes a big mistake in the chicane as well. Righteous Fire is also closing in on Van Beets.
Ooh, that's really, really close. So that's just after the second DRS. Now they're going to the center corner.
Righteous Fire gets a pretty good exit there. Van Beets gets a little bit of a better one. Van Beets on 6-lap old mediums. Righteous Fire on 5-lap old softs.
Yeah, so it's looking like Righteous should be able to get that position in the near future if he's able to keep that gap to 5 tenths.
Yep, I will keep my eye on this, and I'm also keeping my eye on TactXO and Gore, and he's still able to hold on.
If TactXO's strategy is to go all the way on those mediums, then Stain just... there's an overtaken by Righteous. Tries for the inside. He's really close to Van Beets right now. He's going to get the ERS. He's at 5. He's at hot lap. He's trying everything. He's throwing everything he's got as an Van Beets, and he's overtaking him quite easily here. Van Beets is now on the back foot, and he's going to have to concede this position. There's nothing he can do. Righteous Fire takes it brilliantly, and he's now half a second ahead already. So it's going to be... Now he has to build that gap up to 1 second before the end of the next lap, and on softs we are hoping for him that he will be able to do this.
Yeah, that was that overtake was set up by Van Beets, making a lockup coming towards the apex of that hairpin, and mistakes like that will cost you positions, especially coming down from a tight corner into a very, very long straight. That'll cost you a ton of time.
For sure. So what I was saying earlier about Taco versus Gore is that since Taco is on the mediums, if he's planning to go all the way to the end of the race with those mediums, it's really at his advantage to just stay behind W Gore and not use his ERS, and make sure he just stays within slipstream and DRS range. So that way he keeps his energy, and as soon as W Gore is pitting for a new pair of tires, then Taco will just get it for free. Yeah.
The only problem I have here with what TactXO is doing is, yes, it's very good to see that he's able to keep up with Gore, but the problem is that if Gore's pushing as hard as he can on those softs right now, that means TactXO has to be pushing pretty hard as well. Which is not good for the tire management, of course, if you want to make the one-stop work around here.
Well, that's the thing though. So he's using the slipstream to stay in range, so that means he can really like work his tires much less and be gentle on the car. So there's a big chance that Taco can actually use W Gore's strategy against himself.
This is true as well, but you have to keep in mind, even though he's able to use the slipstream, he still has to keep with him in the corners to be able to use that slipstream.
So who's weaving there in the front on the straight? That looks like a Pfeiffer, I'd say.
Yeah, I believe that is Pfeiffer there, because they just lapped Jesus at the start of this lap that they're currently on, and TactXO is going for a move on the inside of turn 1. There's a little bit of contact with Gore. That's not going to be good for the tires.
Yeah, so let's see. His temperatures are looking really good still, so it was very small slide. Doesn't look like it affected him that much.
That's always good to see.
I was about to say, I just noticed that Mr. Jesus is on 15 laps old softs. I've made this mistake once. You do not want to make this mistake.
No, you do not. But if you're able to manage the tires that well, then more power to you. But he's gonna be hitting the cliff edge very, very soon here.
Kia is really close to Babushka on brand new softs. He's gonna be trying to go on the outside of the chicane. Oh, there you go. He cuts on the inside, and now they're side by side. And he's gonna get the DRS. And Babushka even goes on the grass a little bit, and he's forced to be behind because he doesn't get the traction he needs to keep up. And now that's it. Kia is in front and has DRS. Babushka doesn't even have DRS, so there's absolutely nothing he can do here. He lost the position.
Yep, nothing Babushka could do there. Kia with the great over-under move there in the hairpin set him up for the straightaway there, and he gets into 4th.
It just reminds me. I don't remember who said that. Was it? I don't remember who said it, but is when that overtake where he says, "Oh, he's not very smart." That one. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember who that was, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's basically the same move that happened, but it was in the hairpin. No, in the chicane at the end of Japan.
TactXO all over the rear wing of Gore now. He almost ran that rear wing over. He's gonna go around the outside now of Gore. He's gonna try to make it stick. He doesn't. Lets Gore have the position. He spins up the tires quite a bit out in the exit there. That's not good for management as well.
It's gonna have to wait until the next few laps. But now it looks like he's really trying to overtake Gore now. He's tired of being behind him. He's not sticking there. W Gore is on 8 laps old softs. That means he's gonna be pitting soon. So if Taco just bides his time, he might just get the position for free.
Will he go Kvyat style into turn 1? He does. He makes the move stick. He leaves the door open for Gore, and Gore will not fight back, and TactXO takes the lead.
At this point, I would say that Gore's tires are pretty much equal to Taco's tires, so that's right now it's purely driver skill and energy management.
Yeah, definitely so. I think TactXO is gonna be. I think he realized that he has to go on the 2-stop here. He doesn't. I don't think he thinks he can make it 25 laps on those meetings.
All right, so let's see if W Gore is gonna try again. There's a hairpin here. He's a little bit far. He's gonna get DRS. Is he trying? He gets a poor exit.
No, you got a better exit than TactXO.
But he did spin the rear a little bit.
Yes, he did. But they both did. So
Taco goes defensive. Oh, there's a little bit of a lock up. He can't take it. W Gore gets a penalty here. That's it. It's sealed. He has to be way ahead of Taco in order to get this. He manages to pass him, and now he has to build a gap. But we've seen in the past that doesn't work against Taco. Their pace is evenly matched, and now Taco is gonna try to go over under. Does he get the better exit? It looks like there might be a possibility here for them to go another fight. And Taco is on the inside. There's collision, and Taco gets one. And there you go. Taco.
Wow.
Oh, loses 3 position, resets to track, and there you go. Now he goes. W Gore gets the position, but at what cost?
Wow, that was incredible there. I don't know if Gore's gonna survive a penalty for that. I don't know if Gore knew that he was there or not, but he certainly was.
And meanwhile, brilliant overtake by Kia onto Borat. He used a rich energy and he used all of his energy and a rich fuel mix in order to take over. But now Borat is getting an exit. Yeah, a little bit poorer exit, but he's going to get the DRS. Is well in the range of an overtake here. So let's look at Borat. He goes in ERS mode 3 with the DRS. He's not quite staying in the slipstream. He's looking for a dive on the inside, but gives up at the end because he's going into the pits.
He'll dive into the pits. 12 laps on those mediums. So he's definitely going for the 2-stop, but that's a little early on the mediums, I'd say.
Alright, so let's see if he's going to get that bit right. Oh, the tires appear instead of the others. Oh, it looks like he stood a little bit in the pits here. Van Beets is able to get the overtake, and he's not going to come... oh, there's Figlin also comes in front of him. Anyone else? Babushka is really close here. Oh, he gets the overtake back on Figlin. That pit lane exit is really weird. It looks like Figlin overtakes him, but not really. W. Gore is all over Kia, spinning his right wheel now.
I didn't even know Gore got overtaken by Kia. I did not notice that.
Whoa, Gore spins a lot.
That's a big moment there.
Yeah, 11 laps old soft, so that's gonna happen for sure. So there's no way he can keep up right now. Kia is on fresh softs.
Oh, and he stays out. He's not going in the pits.
Oh, sliding all over the place.
All over the place now. Jinx.
Ay. He's still within the DRS range, though.
Yes, he is. He's still within a second. Now he's not, but he could make up the time if he's as long as he's smooth these next few corners and Kia makes a couple mistakes. But Kia making mistakes, that doesn't happen.
Oh, Pfeiffer retired from the session. Got a DNF. He's in 16th position right now, but he's soon going to get overtaken by Jesus and Captain.
I don't know what happened. Oh, he hit the wall of champions. That's what happened.
Ouch. Another one bites the dust.
Well, the first one bites the dust.
Well, I mean, the wall of champions, it's not its first victim. That's what I mean.
That is true. That is true.
Alright, so we got some interesting action going on. Babushka on the back of Figlin gets, very likely gets a warning here for that corner cutting. He's on fresher tires than Figlin and is catching up pretty fast, so it's looking like it's going to be a... Oh, there you go, MLG God. Oh, that's you. So, did you get disconnected, Andrew? Alright, it looks like there was a problem with MLG God's connection and he lost, so we're alone now, boys. And Zeke, oh, hits the wall of... Oh, whoa. Zeke is sideways after that hairpin, and Babushka goes straight through him. This is why we have ghosting. It's confusing sometimes, but other times it saves the top runner from hitting the back markers who spin. So there you go, Babushka is now really keeping to the back of Figlin and making sure that he stays within that range so that when the DRS zones come, he will be able to overtake. He has really good ERS energy and he's doing everything he needs to be doing right now. Figlin is sliding a little bit, 13 laps old mediums. That's going to happen to you. So there you go, there's the DRS zone, he goes on the outside, Figlin pushes him, and there's huge contact here. Figlin is completely spun, Babushka is able to get the position. He stays there for some reason. I think that Babushka feels like it's his fault. Or he's waiting. But Figlin is now behind him, and they lost a couple position. Van Beets was able to get in front of them now. And there you go, Figlin gets the position back. So Babushka definitely feels like this was his fault. He was going for the outside, but he didn't have the room. And meanwhile, Kia goes into the pits with a pair of mediums. There's 11 laps left. You could make the softs last. As you can see, W. Gore is on 14 laps old softs, but he decides to go on the mediums again. Oh, that's a lot of action here. Alright, Borat is now behind Kia. Figlin gets a corner cut. Probably his tires are really they're lit, and he's not able to keep the car straight. Let's see. Borat, oh, it's a slight contact with the wall here. There's a straight, and he's going to have a braking zone, but that's not going to be the time he takes it. He's just going to make sure that he stays in range, and there's the hairpin coming here. Kia is actually really fast. He's on fresh mediums, so it's going to be really hard for Borat. Let's see if he tries to go for a better exit. A little bit wide, but not that bad. He's able to get it. And now there's the DRS time coming. Put it in the RS mode 4. He's really trying. He's gonna be right. That's gonna have to be a dive. This Kia goes into defensive. Kia doesn't believe there's a dive possible, so he doesn't even defend here. Gets a better exit, and now there's no chance that Borat can make this move work in the center corner. So that's right. For now, Kia is gonna be able to keep his position. Let's go on board with Taco. He's on really side by side with W Gore. Looks like there might have been a little bit of contact. They're really fighting for this position here. W Gore gets a better exit, but he's on 15 laps old softs. So that's going to be like, you're going to see it in the hairpin. And there you go. He spins himself, and Taco actually hits him. And now there's even, that's Radical getting overtaken here. And who's in front? There's a lot of back markers. That was Captain Keach. And now Taco is able to take the position because 15 laps old soft. This was bound to happen. There you go. He's now in 4th position after being in contention for the pole position. He loses it to overrun tires. There you go. Taco gets a decent exit here. There's Kia behind him. He's looking to attack now. Kia has ERS mode at 3, and Taco already goes into defensive, but there's nothing he can do. There you go. Kia takes the position. Kita, please. Borat is behind now, so Taco needs to make sure that he stays concentrated, because Borat, once you start getting overtaken, there can be a domino effect, and you get overtaken by the next person behind. Borat has much fresher tire than Taco, however, so if the pace allows, that's going to be another overtake. Now Taco is 1 second behind, and it looks like Borat really does have a higher pace than Taco. So we're just gotta wait, and yeah, he's trying here. He's going side by side. He's just making sure he's losing as little time as possible, and he goes for a move on the outside. Taco has the inside line, but now he has the outside, and Borat is forced to give the position because he would have had the door closed on him. Just take your time, Borat. You have another opportunity coming, and you have the DRS zones coming, and it looks like there's a little bit of rain here. That's going to be interesting. We're going to see people's strategy towards the end. So people who stayed out on those really old tires are going to get... Oh, and there you go, and overtake. Taco is... Oh, there's collisions. Borat takes the position. Taco is not quite able to make it. Let's see who's going to get the DRS. Borat gets the DRS. Taco is not on the DRS, so Borat is not going to be overtaken here. It's going to have to be a dive or nothing. And it looks like it's nothing. You're going to wait for the next DRS zone. Now it's going to be Taco who has the DRS. He's going to get it, and he has full charge on his battery, so it's going to be... No, actually, Borat gets the other DRS, so it looks like those two DRS zones are connected together, and you have one detection zone. We already have people, Gore and Neil are on the intermediates already, and Zeke just pitted for hards, so that's gonna be really sad for Zeke here. He's gonna have to pit again when this rain starts making it hard to race, but those tires are really hot, and the track is also really warm, so it's gonna be taking another couple of laps before everyone really has to go on the intermediates. Neil, however, when Figlin is definitely going to have to pit soon, it would be in his advantage to pit earlier than others. But when Black Fox pits, he's going to be able to get those two positions. He's going to go in front and probably end up in 6th position from that. And this rain is most likely going to last until the end of the race. Taco really losing out here. Babushka is on fresh mediums, but he's going to have to pit soon. Zanasia's already in the pits and gets the intermediates. Oh, that's really... Oh, so, yeah, right. Neil is on the intermediates and Babushka is on the mediums, but the track is not wet enough yet for the intermediates to be better. So Babushka actually has a better traction than Neil. So, but Neil being that close to Babushka is going to be on the advantage when Babushka decides to finally go for the intermediates. Alright, so people are building gaps now, but oh, like like clockwork. Everyone who has the medians still and are chasing people on the intermediates are able to actually get really close to them. Radical even going much slower than he should in this corner because he knows that's Tenacious. He doesn't want to rear end him. And there you go, he gets easily a better exit because he's on better tires. So that early pitting for intermediate, it looks like it hasn't paid off for those people. There's a blue flag here. What's that blue flag? Who's being blue flagged? Oh, Figlin just pitted for softs in the rain. Oh, I don't know if that was the best choice here. Five-second penalty for Bacon for ignoring blue flag. So there you go. That's what the blue flag was all about. Bacon. Wow. So the gaps are really building up, except Radical now, he's on the medians and he's chasing someone on the intermediates. So it looks like about now the tires are still not equal. The mediums are still better. Oh, you can see it slidey a little bit though, but he's still able to get a much better exit. And there you go. Gore on the intermediates for 2 laps now is now in 12th position from his pole. So that's really horrible result for him right now. Let's see how Figlin is doing on those softs. He's gonna have to pit soon because that rain, it's not stopping. It's still there. Oh, he has to take those corners real slow, making sure that he's super smooth on the accelerator. Let's see. Telemetry will tell us. Yeah. Oh, there, W. Gore is now overtaken Radical on the intermediates. So maybe though it's about time that those this rain starts settling on the ground, making those intermediates actually worth it. And you know, all those peoples who are now on those mediums, there's just 5 laps left. So if they can make it last, there's a possibility that they never need to go in the pits. As I say that, Radical is in the pits. Oh, there's a huge slide from Tenacious here, and who's that behind him? It's Mercedes. That's gonna be Babushka or Captain. That's gonna be Babushka. Oh, let me pull the interval. Oh, Captain is lapped twice, so that's Captain behind him. Alright, let's go back to interval. Some really interesting strategies going on. Oh, there's a huge corner cut from Tenacious here. Like, those intermediates, not still good enough. Right, so Taco is on 20 laps old mediums. It looks like he really wants to finish this race on those mediums, because if you pit, well, he's gonna lose 2 positions here. He's gonna be behind Righteous and Van Beats, and he does go into the pits, and there you go. Oh, let's see how he does. He's gonna probably let's look at Righteous. There's a high possibility that he's gonna be coming up right behind or in front of Taco. Now you can start seeing spray behind the car, so that means the rain is starting to settle on the track. Taco is now getting out of the pits, losing the positions. Yeah, he's well behind Righteous. So he lost a position to Righteous and Van Beats. Now we have a Haas in 4th position. Both Haas are fillers right now, so they're reserve drivers. But there you go. Most people are now on fresh intermediates. There's a couple people still on those mediums. It looks like Borat will really not want to get on those intermediates. He's gonna have to drive really carefully. There's 6 seconds separating him from Kia, and Kia has the intermediates, and now is the time that they're gonna be better. Let's see if Borat... Oh, he decides to go into the pit. He's definitely going to be losing Kia and Van Beets, but then he's going to come right next to Righteous. So it looks like he still has a chance to be on the podium. Let's see if it's going to happen. There you go, gets passed by Kia. Soon to be passed. Oh, Van Beets. No, Van Beets is on the median, so he's not going to pass him. So it looks like he's going to be keeping his second position here. Van Beets is just there. Oh no, that's Zanacious actually. Van Beets goes into the pit. Oh, there you go. So Van Beets is in the pit, that's why. Alright, so now everyone but Bacon is on the intermediates. Let's see if there's any interesting battles. 11 seconds, 11 seconds. So it's kind of looking like we're gonna be like the podium is pretty much set in stone now. With 11 seconds separating them, I don't think there's any way they could actually be closing that gap within that time. So the only thing that's possible is Taco on Righteous Fire here, who might actually be able to catch that 4 seconds if he's much faster. Let's see what his ERS, his battery is full, so now that with 3 laps left, he really needs to be spending all that energy. Running into 0 is not going to help you right now. And Righteous Fire at 40%, and he's using his battery. He knows the race is about to end and he's spending his energy right, so I don't think Taco is actually going to be able to catch up here. You can see Righteous just really far doing the chicane. The hopes are there, but the strategy isn't. There's yellow flags all over the place. Sector 1, 2. Oh, Bacon just DNF'd. Mr. Jesus is doing donuts. Oh, make sure you don't stop that race. Oof, Zanacious is went really wide and lost a position to W Gore. W Gore is now in the points. There's a lot of people here, but there's a couple that got lapped. So let's just look at that. There you go. So W Gore actually got lapped. The gaps are really atrocious here, so it doesn't look like we're gonna have any more. Looks like the race is pretty much done, huh? Taco able to bring the gap down by 0.5, but 0.5 a lap. There's 2 laps left, 1 now. That's not enough. So it was really interesting to see the strategies. There's a lot of people who tried to stay for a long time on those mediums, even though there was rains. And then there's a couple people who went like, yeah, you know what? There's I felt a drop. It might be saliva, but I'm not gonna take any chance. I'm gonna go on the intermediates. And that didn't really pay off. Oh, as you look at that, Righteous Fire actually lost a whole second here. Taco is now 3.5 within him. So one interesting thing is we don't know what the penalties are. Righteous Fire might actually have a 3-second penalty. And if that's the case, then that's all it would take Taco to actually keep to get back into that podium. But now Taco makes a mistake and loses time here to Righteous. Let's go see Righteous. He's on the penultimate lap. Ooh, taking it really slow. That hairpin has to be really slow in the rain. Let's see who has energy. Borat has a lot of energy left. Kia has a lot of energy left. Like, it's a thing being good at keeping your energy, but this is the end of the race. You should have a battery at 0% at the end. You should use everything you can. Oh, better exit. Taco is now within 3 seconds. So if there's a penalty, Taco is now on the podium potentially. Just needs to keep that, to keep it that way. Zanacious looks like he's catching to Gore. Let's see here, but Zanatius has a penalty. I think Gore does have one too. He's gonna have the DRS, and he potentially could do an overtake just before the end of the race and make sure that he's in front of Gore, so that whatever the penalties are, then it doesn't matter. And this is confusing. Zeke is now passing right through Zanatius. That's gonna be oof. Ghosting is such a touchy subject here. Looks like Zanatius doesn't get a very good exit. So there you go, we're starting the last lap now. Kia just finished the last lap, first position. Second, Borat finishes. Let's go see the total times. Oh, fastest lap though. Looks like Righteous Fire has the fastest lap. So it's gonna cross the finishing line here. In third position. Taco, fourth position. 5-second unserved penalty for Taco, but he does get fourth. Wait, that's peculiar. What happened here? Oh, there's a DNF from Van Beets just before the finish line, or just after. Well, he did finish the race, but his car is completely kaput. And Neil crosses the finish line. Or was that? No, that was Radical. Neil has not been lapped. Has only been lapped once. There you go, Figlin crosses. And now we have Neil. And this is Babushka and then Kriegs to be the last to cross the finish line. And we're now looking at the chaos of Van Beets. He still finishes 5th though. I think he might have rammed his car into the corner on purpose after that. And there you go. We have our winners. Congratulations. Alright, so let's look at the post-race results. We're gonna see the race director information. So we have penalties. Kia had no penalties at all. And there you go, we have everyone's penalty. Let's go look at the incidents. We need to catch those on stream so that we do have at the end of the season a clean driver award, and we are trying to use this to incentivize clean racing. But at the end you see multiple warnings. Everyone was exceeding those track limits because the rain is just so punishing in this game. And here, let's see at all the people's strategies. So many pit stops here. You like softs into mediums, into hards, into mediums, again into those wet tires. Like, yeah, this was a hard race. So just hold on, people. I'm gonna go into the lobby, get ready for chaos, but I'm gonna try to interview some people.
Kia,
Hey.
I'm sorry I screwed you up on, I don't know, it was one of the earlier laps where I touched the wall.
Kia, interview?
Sure. Yeah, no, we...
All right, let's wait for that.
Hi there.
Hey, Kia.
Hi.
How do you feel?
I'm just relieved. I'm very angry at my pit crew. My pit strategy was mediums to softs, and on lap 22 I disconnected, or I got the message I was disconnected. I still raced, so I had to leave and reconnect, so, you know, the thing that happened to Sahil and Coda didn't happen to me. And then by the time I was reconnecting, I was supposed to pit lap 25, softs till the end, maybe switch to inters depending on how that worked, but my strategy was 25 softs. They pitted me on lap 20, like the AI pitted themselves on lap 23 with mediums, and they wanted me to pit again on lap 30 for softs. So
Wow.
I was very angry. They pitted me from the lead to behind Borat.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
the last few laps were very stressful, very very angry at Jeff, but in the end, I'm really happy with my result. I wish my teammate was a bit higher, but unfortunately, he had a few incidents in the race that really set him back.
Yeah, so that rain really came at a bad time for you. Then, if you were really following your strategy of going medium, soft, soft, then that rain would have been just perfect for you. But
Yeah,
because your
exactly.
crew pitted you before,
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. I still, obviously finished first, and I was on a fresh set of mediums. If they pitted me, I wish they would have put on softs. If I had to pit, but at the end of the day, like the rain, Jeff told me coming out of the hairpin, okay, we think it's time. It's time to cross over now before the DRS disabled, and I'm like, got it. Like I'm in this lap. Borat want one extra, and I think he dropped about 10 seconds on that lap. Like it was. To the timing with Jeff after the pit stop and telling me to pit was it was spot on. It was great.
nice. Amazing. So congratulations on your win. That's going to advance you. You were already pretty high in the stands and you were second. But now I think with only 4 points behind and Kia getting... I think Kia got a third position here, didn't he? No, Kia got a... wait.
Sorry, Tack.
Sorry, Tack. Yeah, I mean Tack.
Third. He'll be
Tack
third,
got
I think.
Yeah, it's... Oh, yeah,
When-
because Righteous
when
Fire
Righteous
is... Yeah. So Taco will be third, so that means you'll be taking the lead in the standings here.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I mean, I'm just, like, coming in, if you look on the time trial boards, I'm literally over, like, 3/4 of a second behind, I'm a second behind my teammate in time trial, basically. I was not expecting to do well today. We were discussing strategy, and I said, like, listen, if I qualify outside of the top 10, I'm going to go medium, soft, soft. But then I ended up going... like qualifying a lot better. Qualifying was heart racing because it was like, oh fuck, can I like really keep it in a good position with the mediums? But at the end of the day, like aside from that disconnect, which really like it was unfortunate, but it was definitely recoverable. I'm very very glad with the drive today. It was an amazing race. I'm just so happy to have won my Grand Prix, and it's payback for season 1 when the win was taken away from me.
Yeah. So
Congrats again, Kia.
just want to point out that Kia is actually French Canadian. So
Bonjour, salut.
bonjour, salut. So yeah,
Mon cœur est en éveil.
this was his home race, and that was a very very resounding success.
Thank you.
So my game disconnected on me, and then I couldn't speak. So I'm guessing you couldn't hear me the last like 10 laps of the race.
No, I only started hearing you now when you said congrats to Kia. So
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's great. I just wasted my voice for all that. Then.
that's fine. So thank you very much, Kia.
Yeah, no problem. You guys, I'll watch the stream later. I'm sure you guys did an amazing job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, can you go get Borat was second, I believe.
Yeah, Borat finished second. He was closing in on Kia towards the end there. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I was trying to tell you that, but I realized that you probably didn't.
No, I didn't hear you. Can you go get
Yeah,
Borat?
I'll go grab him.
Thanks. So Borat finished second here. He did have penalties, so even if he did catch up to Kia, Kia had a really clean record. Maybe he did serve his penalty.
Borat's
in the pits.
Hey.
Hey, so welcome, Borat. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was a good race.
how did the rain affect your strategy?
It didn't. Well, actually, no. Of course, it did. You had to pit, but no, it was good. It was fine. I didn't feel too affected by it.
So I don't have that screenshot here, but can you tell us what your strategy was and how the
So
rain went?
I started on softs, and I was supposed to pit on lap 15 for the mediums, but I went down a lap and undercut, which gave me P3 over Babushka. So that gave me a position there, and then I wrote it out, and that made me go on my last set of mediums 1 lap later, which gave me the time advantage. The overcut didn't fully work. I wasn't able to get ahead, but I was able to be fairly close within striking distance. And then once the two guys in front of me pitted for their inters, I stayed out an extra lap and gained into P2.
Amazing. So you had unserved penalties at the end. So I think that was 3 seconds for corner cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got those.
And then I had two 3-second penalties, and it was all in the friggin' Wall of Champions.
Oh, yeah, that turn is really hard. I think we got Pfeiffer who DNF'd there, so
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was our first DNF of the race. He just clipped the wall there, and that was.
Well, it's funny. It's easier to do champions on the inters in the rain because you can go slower.
Yeah.
So
That
it's
is very
kinda,
true.
It's kind of counterintuitive, but so I actually got none of my penalties in the rain.
You were almost 2 seconds a lap quicker than Kia the last couple laps there in the rain. If you had a few more laps, you think you could have caught?
Yeah, I saw on my telemetry app that I was gaining on him every lap, but he was fast. He was really fast, and even with his incident with the race director, he still was quite far ahead.
All right.
Yes, indeed. That congrats to you on the podium. I'm sure you're happy with that.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice after coming back from that last race.
And let's just start. Let's just see the standings now. Borat, you are at 62, so you're not really. Actually, you're catching up to Tak because Kia got pole here, so that means he's going to be pulling away from you. But you're definitely catching up to Tak, which
So
means
what am
that
I, third or second?
you are third right now. But with
Third.
those points, you got second position, so that means you're going to be getting 15 points, and Taco is going to be getting third position.
15
No, you got.
isn't it
Sorry,
20?
you get 18 in
Yeah,
third.
18
in
for
second.
second
Oh,
place.
18 for second.
Yeah, 18 for second. Sorry, my bad. And then Taco is gonna be getting 15. So you're catching
Right.
up 3 points.
Woohoo!
Tactexo finished fourth, so he'll be getting 12.
Yeah,
No,
but there's a reserve in between.
The reserve driver, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, nice to know the standings.
Yep. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Do you want to go get Righteous?
Yep.
So Righteous is on his first race here. He was Tier 2 driver and just got approved to race in Tier 1 and is already showing really good results with his third position. Unfortunately, he's not in Tier 1, so that's not giving him the points in the standings, but it's definitely proving that he is a good contender for Tier 1. Hi, Righteous. How do you feel about your race?
I felt pretty good about it. There's definitely a lot of action there right away. Gained a couple positions after the first few corners, and then Zeke got spun out in front of me, and I think I dropped all the way back to 11th or 12th. But just stayed consistent, tried to avoid penalties. I did have one small issue with the hairpin coming in. I kind of clipped the back left tire of Black Fox a little bit and lost my end plate, so I had to fight with that for the next few laps. So it was kind of hell on my tire wear, but and then with the weather coming, it just got. I forgot to have them adjust my wing when I came in for the tires, so I was dealing with just not enough grip the entire time, but managed to pull it out and just stay clean. Only got 1 3-second penalty due to a stupid mistake at the Wall of Champions, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, that Wall of
Got the
Champions.
fastest lap, I think.
Yeah, last time I checked, you did. I didn't check I checked at the end of the. Yeah, you had the fastest lap by like a few tenths at most, but it was like I think by 1/10.
Yeah, Kia had said it. I had said it, and then I think Kia came back, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get on this before the weather comes, and hope it pans out.
And it did. So you
Did pan out very, very well for you.
So there's a funny thing about this though. Since you are a reserve driver for Tier 1, and by the way, congratulations on having such a good result on your first race.
Thank you.
But since you're a reserve driver, it means you just stole a point from the standings. I don't know if we're going to be modifying this to ignore the reserve drivers for the fastest lap, but if we don't, that means that point is going to no one. And yeah, you should be proud.
They are welcome.
Yeah, that's
we came in here looking to make ourselves known a little bit. Just try and stay clean. And one incident, but those happen. I think I saw a couple guys. I don't remember who it was right in front of me coming down the big straight. I think or one of the, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look, but they were fighting with each other, and they just collided, and they just it looked like they just bounced apart from each other. So
yeah, I don't think I remember this incident, but we probably caught it on stream. We caught a lot of incidents and a couple people cutting chicanes too. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of interesting reports, I think.
Canada and wet weather is
it's
fun.
Interesting.
It is.
It's always one of the best tracks in wet weather.
I mean, I love Canada in general, because it's it's kind of unless you go on hard tires, it's kind of a mandatory 2-stop, so it makes it real fast. Lots of chances for overtake, so it's a good, exciting one. But I think once the weather hit, I mean, and just it's all up in the air at that point because none of us are running with wet setups, obviously.
Yep. So I don't think that rain was really expected by anyone, and it just hits at the end. And you have a couple people that had good strategies that matched with the weather, mainly them who went on double softs. But the people who tried to go on 2 mediums, then the weather really hit them at the wrong time. But
yeah, I made sure I pit early to get off my used softs and get on some newer ones, so I could set a good amount of pace going all the way through. Because I knew that, I mean, there's a good chance the rain's not going to come, or if it does, because you never know. They'll say 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes pass, and there's still no rain. So
yeah,
you just kind of have to race and just plan for it and hope for the best at that point.
Sometimes it's the opposite too. It'll tell you it's 20 minutes away, and 2 minutes pass by, and you're...
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So at the beginning of the race, it looked like your temporary teammate W. Gore had really had the run on you, and you were towards the back of the midfield. And how did you get it back into the podium?
I had really just not a good qualifying. Like I think I qualified 8th or 9th, and yeah, it just was not evidence of what I can do, because I can on these cars and this track I can get into the 108s. But I was just, I think I put down like a 109.9, so it was just not great. But I just made sure to keep my head down, be patient, wait for the opportunities. Don't try and push it too much, because even that first DRS straight is not really like a good overtaking opportunity, but it really sets you up for that long back straight and make sure you stay right on them. And I just stayed patient, wait for others to make mistakes and capitalize.
Wise words. That got you a 3rd position. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. Hope it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was quite the entertaining race.
All right, Andrew, you want to go? You want to go get that would be Taco here, right? Is he still there?
I'll
No,
go check.
He's not. So I'm guessing, yeah, there's not a lot of people. Let's get W Gore, because it looks like it was.
Yeah. Sounds like a good.
Okay. Hello.
Hey there, Gore. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, not too bad.
So
Not too good either.
I'm gonna use the words of a commenter on stream. Gore, you dolt. What happened?
Well, so I think it was lap 9 I pitted. I don't know. And as soon as I pitted, like while I was in the pits, I was planning on going soft medium, hoping that the rain wouldn't come early, and that I could just do my stint on the mediums, basically be at the end of them, and hopefully just go through it. But so I pitted onto softs again, and Jeff said 5 to 10 minutes on the rain, so I was just kind of waiting for it.
I see.
And yeah, I didn't really check my tire wear. I didn't want to look at it. I was talking with Righteous, and we thought, if it's not there in 2 more laps, I think this was, oh shoot, I don't know what lap it was, but we were thinking just 2 more laps, and I checked my tire wear. It was at 77, so I was like, okay, I got to pit this lap. And as soon as I went into the fast left-right hander, I hit the brakes and my rear right punctured, and I just instantly spun. I slammed on the brakes. I tried my best, but then I was, limping home, getting out of the way for everybody. And then on the straight, I I just kept. I'm not going to lie and say I went as slow as I probably should have. I was about a quarter on the throttle, but I was on the racing line because it wouldn't, I was constantly counter steering. I would have had to quadruple lock up and spin to try to slow down. So I was just going to get into the pits. And about halfway down the straight, I'm counter steering, and the other side pops and it throws me into the wall. And I think Figland reported me for it, and he had to avoid me. So yeah, that was suboptimal. And then I pitted for Inters about 3 laps too early and just slid my way across the line.
So yeah, when that spin happened, you were, I think, at 15 laps old soft. So like we didn't see your tire wear because I didn't set up that overlay yet. But it was clear that those softs were really old. And as we are talking about this, we just saw you spin there, and it was really unfortunate. And I think that really threw you off. You were really in contention for the pole here, and just that trying to keep that strategy going was just so hurtful. So.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the wrong strategy call. If I could go back, I would do soft mediums, and I think I probably would have won. I don't know what happened with Kia and him leaving or something, and he ended up pitting, so then I was in the lead, and it was just too tantalizing not to try to stay out 2 more laps, and I really lost track of time. I did not think it was 15 laps because after about lap 5, the tire wear, it just felt the same. I mean, I really wasn't noticing anything too bad. I definitely gave the Wall of Champions a few bumps, though.
Yeah, I think I don't think anyone managed to dodge that Wall of Champions this race. There's a lot of rubber on that wall after this race. So thank you, and well, it was a very good try, and for your first race in T1, you really showed them that you had it in you, but unfortunate events meant that you weren't able to get the position.
Yeah, well, thank you guys.
Really good job still, and you'll get them next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So I think that's going to be it. I'm not going to interview any more people.
One announcement from Bacon Juice.
Yeah, let's go.
So for anyone asking to come join our league, we're currently full, but you are welcome to come join our community. Practice and play with us in other games as well. We'll probably have some open seats soon, but they're not guaranteed. But you are more than welcome to come and join the community. You can join us at globalspecracing.com/community, and hopefully we can see you guys around here.
All right. So the next race is going to be Sunday at 9 p.m. It's going to be Tier 2, and we're going to be in Baku. So you really don't want to miss that race. Baku is known for taking people out of the race, and now it's Tier 2. And after what happened in Japan, it's going to be interesting in Baku for sure. So if you haven't...
Indeed it will.
If you haven't seen...
Hopefully my throttle pedal will work this time.
Yeah. So I remember that really cost you a lot in Japan.
No, it cost me in Spa.
In Spa, sorry. Yep, my bad. So yeah, good luck. Better luck next time with that. You weren't there actually for Japan, right?
No, I don't think so.
Did you see, like, if you guys follow on Reddit on F1 Game, on our F1 Game, you would have seen there's a clip of Japan, what happened at turn 1. I don't know if you've seen that, but it was really a sight to behold.
No, I did not see that at all.
All right, so everyone watching the stream, you need to make it your homework to go on and try to find that clip, because it was insane. We went 5 wide into turn 1 in Japan.
I heard about that in the chat here. Never saw the clip.
Yeah, so really go see that. It's worth it. It's insane. There was a huge pileup that happened, and people were mad, and we're still debating. Like the FIA is still deliberating on what's going to happen there. So yeah, it was.
It was that bad.
Oh yeah, for sure, it was that bad. So yeah, Baku Sunday at 9 p.m. EST. Be there. You really don't want to miss that. And for Tier 1, the next race is going to be on the next Wednesday. Actually, no, next Wednesday is holiday break, so we're not going to be racing then. No. Belgium, sorry.
No, yeah, we will be at Belgium, and then the following Wednesday we are on holiday.
All right. So Wednesday, the 18th, Belgium at Spa at 9 p.m. for Tier 1. We're still going to have those brand new Tier 1 reserves here, so it's going to add a lot of action, because before we know that the races were a little bit predictable, to say the least. But now with those reserves, it really spices it up, especially with the rain. So another race not to miss.
For sure is...
All right, so that's it. And thank you. If you want to subscribe, you'll get an email for when the next race starts. I usually try to start the stream a good 5 minutes before, so you get time to get your notification and sit down and get comfy. We'll see you next time, and thank you for coming. This has been Cookie.
This has been NMLG God.
Thank you, and have a good night.